you two boys over here. You kind of come on this side. You look better, right?
MMA really is a family affair for the Lees. Dad Ken and Mum Jules were fighters and pioneers for the sport. And now, as parents and trainers, have produced 2 world champions, son Christian and daughter Angela.
I always did martial arts, and that was kind of like something that was constant throughout the years. And I would try other sports like soccer, but I wasn't very good, and so I'd always end up going back to martial arts, and that's kind of where I thrived the most.
What age did you start? Because I know both your mum and dad are fighters as well. So what's your first memory of getting involved with it?
Honestly, I was a little baby, following them to work, training, and then going in the back room, watching cartoons, eating dinner, and then that was pretty much our lives. When we were living in Canada, and Mom and Dad had multiple martial arts gyms, so we'd drive from location to location, just me and my brother and my parents.
That brother, Christian, is also now a One Championship world champion, and under the watchful eye of Dad Ken, the Lee family's unique dynamics have proved hard to beat.
When we started, actually, it was primarily to teach them self-defense. We understood the importance of that and we wanted it for all our children. But as they trained more and they started getting more competitive and their skills really shined through, it was inevitable that they would follow this road, actually. Yeah.
And what kind of spectator are you when you're watching them?
I'm excited to see the skills being showcased. And so definitely more than anything, I'm excited to watch our children shine.
Do you sit in a composed fashion, or are you somebody obviously knowing what they're doing and knowing how they're doing what they're doing? Do you go through every move with them?
It depends. If I have to film them, then I have to totally be calm, because last time, I'd be like commentating while I'm filming, and the kids would be like, Mom, that's not cool. So I'm like, I really try to control myself.
Growing up, my sister and I were each other's only training partners. I would say for a good 10 years, I would get my butt handed to me every day.
How does your relationship with your dad work? Because he's your dad, but also your coach. At what point are you on, and at what point are you off?
So, see, that's very tricky. And my dad, he says this analogy, like he has like multiple hats that he has to switch and put on. So he's first and foremost my dad, but then he's also, my coach, my head coach. He's been my whole life. But I think it works to our advantage. We've developed a very good relationship, and we know when it's business time and when it's play time. And
have you ever come close to sacking him?
No, honestly, but sometimes I get intimidated when I'm with my dad and he's holding mitts for me, and sometimes he'll want me to like turn it up and want to get more serious, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, Dad, please stop, you're scaring me, like take it easy, and he's like, okay, yeah, sorry.
What will be the last thing your dad, your mum say to you ahead of going into that fight on October 13th?
One thing that my parents always say to me before I step in the ring or before I step in the cage, before my fight, is they just want me to go out there and do what I do best.